If the Saints could repeat their first quarter form last week against Hawthorn, they'd be premiership favourites. But they haven't found consistency yet. To AFL today, we now go out to Princes Park and the game between Fitzroy and St Kilda. Well, a big breeze blowing there down to the left-hand end of the ground. And there was one change at the start of the game. Brett Stevens couldn't take his place for Fitzroy and was replaced by Dale Fleming to play his first game for the Lions. Well, it was an interesting first half. Let's take a look at the highlights to the long break.
Ross has been very busy, dragged off it. Back comes Fletcher. Over the top goes the hand pass. This is Morris, forward of half-back. Probing kick inside the attacking 50. Clears low and Ruse runs free behind. Opportunity for Devonport off the ground.
Gets the hand pass up. McCormack.
Good kick.
Yeah, good running by Caven. Out wide of centre-half forward. He bangs for goal with the protection of the stand. Great goal!
Blakey, particularly in the second half of this opening term. Blakey has a run. A searching run up the middle. Kicks towards centre-half forward. Osborne comes up on the lead, fisted away by Frawley, taken by Caven, very left-sided, took too long. Osborne with a man on over the top. That's ignored now. He settles, goes goalward and gets his third for the term. By Lynch, charged down by Winmar, ricochets across to Morris, charged down by Lowe. Morris did well, but the hand pass was untidy. Fletcher away to Bowie. Bowie from 25 metres out, good-looking kick. It's a goal.
Clean possession line, but he gave the hand pass straight to Fletcher. Comes straight here to McCormack. Has a chance to line them up and kicks the goal. Look at this for Fitzroy. They've got all the men running on. Paxman goes to ground. Lowe's getting back, but his hand pass intercepted by Lyon. A snap for goal. It's there! St Kilda had first use of the breeze but wasted it with 3 goals 10, and the Lions kicked 5-1 into it to lead by 3 points at quarter time. Osborne had 4 of their 5 goals. And then Fitzroy wasted their chances with the breeze, and the Saints led by 5 points at half-time, most of the scoring being done into the wind. So we pick up the game at the start of the second half, and with me in commentary, Dennis Cometti and Ross Glendinning. Start of the second half at Princes Park. The Saints by 5 points. Backhanded by Allen. Just back into the heavy traffic, and another ball up.
It's a lazy bit of it started this third quarter on the bench. Allen on the ball.
So Abbott in ruck against Allen. Off the ground, wind. Breaking away, wheeled and well played on the left boot and kicks a goal. And the Lions have hit the front again, the 7th change in the lead.
Good skill there from Darren Wilden. Just used his pace to get away, controlled the footy very well. And a good snap on his left foot.
So Tim Allen doing the ruck work begs the question, I guess, the future of big men in the game. So often coaches prefer the runner, and they've gone for Allen to run the ball for the Saints when they're running with the breeze. He goes opposed to Abbott and wins the tap what's more. McCormack couldn't control it. Butters up again though. Swings it out wide. Grant leading in the race out there. Wielden, who got the last goal directly behind him. Grant keeps it in. Winmar on the wing. Well held in the opening half. Mickey Winmar puts it up on the breeze down towards the attacking 50. Ruse again. His 9th mark. Plays on. Very short to Gale. Very short. He's metres in the clear. Spears the pass into Lynch. Up towards the wing.
He becomes like an extra midfielder when he leaves Lockett like that.
He's done it a few times to good effect as he kicks through centre. Caven did well to spoil Morris. Allen gets it away to Bowie. Bowie centres the ball, finds Fletcher, who's been very busy this afternoon, to Pekin. Pekin against his old side. Ruse again in the road, drops the mark. Lockett was bearing down on him. Lockett stood up in the tackle, got it to Pekin. Fletcher's hand pass over the top, taken by Winmar. Winmar from 35 metres out has missed.
Scores level at Princes Park, and Nicky Winmar's kicked 1 goal 3. They've had a few culprits, the Saints. Devonport 2-3, Lowe 1-3, Lockett 2-3. Blakey to centre wing, Caven. Morris from behind couldn't spoil him. Both sides seem to have been able to move the ball into the breeze today better than kicking with it. Wheeldon, not this time. Oh, second chance. Good pluck off the ground. Hurried left footer in the direction of Osborne. Shrugs his way clear and marks. Well, it's a strange thing that Osborne hardly had a touch in the second quarter when the Lions were with the wind. He kicked 4 goals in the first quarter into it. Lockett didn't have a touch when St Kilda had the wind and kicked 2-3 into it in the second term. So now Osborne's coming up for his 5th goal. Scores level, and the Lions lead by that kick.
Darren Merlin started off this third quarter very well. He got the opening goal of the quarter with Mick Dwyer on him, and this mismatch by Coach Sheldon, that was quickly rectified with Grant now coming down onto him. And Dwyer going back onto guard. A terrific start for Fitzroy in this third quarter.
Richard Osborne, 7 kicks for 5 goals. The margin 6 points. Abbott forced to stay underneath it. Allen over the top wins it down. Bowie goes down. It's been a very physical game. Bowie dragged off the ball, no free kick. Off the ground by Burke. Grant leads in the race on the outer side. Crashing his way through was Caven. Opportunity for Wheeldon, close to the boundary line. Keeps it in play. Caven running down the ground to Lyon. Short one is on to Broderick. Unattended. 25 metres out from goal. Kicks it. Great start by the Lions. 11-4 to 7-16. They've kicked the first 3 goals of the third term.
Well, this is remarkable. Both teams scoring into the breeze. Fitzroy doing it again in the third quarter. Wind off the ground. Wheeldon on fire. Just hooked that one a bit. Well, it's an avalanche the Saints are facing at the moment. Dennis, you mentioned, is it the death knell of big ruckman? Maybe St Kilda could bring theirs back, because since they've had Allen in the ruck, Fitzroy kicked 3 goals in 4 minutes into the breeze.
I think his mistake is winning the tap. Here's Russell Morris. Straight down the middle. Well into the centre square, as you can see. Fletcher again. Bowie set a task now. Held without it, surely. Advantage is paid. Well, not much advantage there. Down went Fletcher. McCormack. A couple of spins, then gives it away. Burke has got it. Across the ground with a kick. Pekin and Blakey. 2 former teammates. Blakey running it towards the boundary line. Could almost be deliberate. No, throw it in, says the umpire. John Blakey and Tim Pekin. Stride for stride there. Pekin, of course, played 107 games for Fitzroy and was a very good player for them. Blakey too long. Allen awarded the free kick, plays on immediately, runs down towards left half forward, long kick towards Lockett, outnumbered in from the side. Roos punching away, and it's going to be a free kick to Fitzroy to be taken down there by Lynch. Wasting no time. He runs it across the face, almost lost control of it. Well done. Feeds the hand pass to Morris against the boundary line. He boots around that outer side towards the wing. Grant in front. Gained about 15 metres, wind over the top of Harvey. But it's going to be a free kick. It's coming back, I think, to Grant. Grant was pushed as he kicked. Good decision.
Kick by Grant. Having his problems with Wheeldon in this quarter. Good mark by Pert. Fitzroy 71 to 58, a lead of 13 points with 19 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Lockett leads at full forward. The kick in that direction, dropping a bit short. Abbott punches away. Gale there for Fitzroy. They're getting back in numbers into Roos, who's played a sensational game. Blakey to Roos. He builds on his stats. Caven. Showed it to Morris. Tried to run away from him. Dropped it in the tackle. Goes back and has another dip and wins a ball up.
It's stiff not to get a free kick.
I was going to say, another one in the back. They just won't pay it, the umpires. The player making the play is not getting protected often enough.
Bounce, Caven, and Allen again. Allen it was who punched it about 20 metres. Greg couldn't control it. Socked away by Baldwin. It comes back to him now. Well played. Broderick, forward of half-back, lacking support. And the ball after his hand pass bounces out of bounds. Throw in the attacking side of left centre wing for the Saints, who trail 58-71. Fitzroy have come out blazing. Greg across to Bowie, who goes long down towards Lockett. He's outnumbered. No one touched it. It's bounced through for a goal. Bowie, his second. The Saints first of the second half. They trail by 7 points.
That breeze just carrying that ball past both Lockett and Lynch, both making an attempt to go for the football. In the end, just as well they didn't get a hand on it. Good positive stuff from the Saints to come back after the Lions kicked the first two.
Back in the middle. I mean, Grant's been shifted away from Wheel. Abbott up towards half forward. Morris taking a while to pick it up. Now he's got plenty of time. Thumps a long one with the breeze. Lowe and Paxman. Stewie Lowe. Hands forward, bum out. Breeze right at his back from there. And he did kick one in the first quarter from about 50 metres. Not bad. Another one. 1 point the difference.
To really gave that a chance too. Good timing. Gave it plenty of punch, plenty of air. But we did the rest. Paul Roos has been effective, as I mentioned, at half-time. Stewie Lowe also giving his side something to kick to. Some creativity.
Well, the goals coming in clusters for both these teams today. Allen for possession. And Polly Farmer trying to go off the ground. There was Abbott, missed it. Gale going nowhere. Broderick must get a free kick. He's alongside the centre circle. 11-5 to 9-16. The Lions by a behind. Broderick towards half forward. Pitches in front of the pack. Lyon, very well done, got it to Wine. The Saints have got the numbers. Aggressively at the ball, O'Caven almost stole a march on them, but Bowie comes away with it. And now a quick turnaround. It's 3-on-1, but Gale is the one, and he shows blistering speed. A second bounce. Oh, Allen met very solidly by Wine, and the ball goes out of bounds as Gale lost control. Probably put off by the thud.
That's right. Heard the crash. Allen did well to get back and compete for that one. Morris for St Kilda. Fitzroy 71-70. Kicked by Morris. Lowe got underneath it. Pushed underneath it, said the umpire. Advantage. Oh, that's red hot. Devonport will kick a goal. The advantage went 35 metres up the ground and the Saints have hit the front. Enjoying AFL today. The game at Princes Park, we've had 8 changes of the lead already. We're in the third quarter and we pick it up. Both teams have added 2 behinds.
11-7, 10-18. The Saints inaccurate, but they lead by 5 points. Just over 10 minutes remaining. There's the throw in. Greg flying over the top. Devonport hard against the boundary line. Snaps. That's the impossible goal, and I think he's kicked it. What a beauty. He's got 4. The Saints have 11.
That's a free kick. That's a Dacos type goal, that one. Very purposely did he try and banana that, and running at that pace, to be so accurate, is very skillful.
Goal of the day, kicked by Devonport. Greg, kick it. Gale for Fitzroy, across the half-back line to Roos. Great vision by Gale then. Half forward. Caven's been a good mover on the forward line. Morris right on his hammer. Pert. Support by Kickett, who got back to help out. Playing against the team he played with in 1990, Dale Kickett. Newport. Across the centre, half forward. Wine works to the front but can't mark. Baldwin there for Fitzroy. The two number 7s. Winmar leads Gale this time.
Oh, hamstring.
We have trouble for Michael Gale. He's come out of that limping. He's going to win another possession, and a good one too to Baldwin. Wind in plenty of space. Umpire's been bowled over by Kickett, unintentionally. Caven takes the mark. Good hand pass. Seacamp this time. He missed the last time, and he's missed this time.
There's Michael Gale, right hamstring. He's done such a good job on Winmar too.
He wants to stay out there, unbelievably. Meantime, Winmar's got the ball. Here's Gale's man. Crowd 150. They've got that spare man on the other side as a result of Gale's injury. Dwyer gets it to Allen. Off he goes. Long kick. Lockett from behind. Twisted away by Lynch. Paxman does well. They need it to go out of bounds, Fitzroy, and it does. No, it doesn't. It was well played by Harvey. Bowie slung. It comes to Lyon. Short pass comes to Baldwin, who wants to run. Brandishes the football. Long kick down towards half forward. Over the top there was Morris punching away from Wheeldon. He couldn't control it. Trapped by Elliott. Diving on top of it is Morris out there. Claiming a free kick is Wheeldon. And the ball will be bounced.
Gale has left the ground, replaced by Dale Fleming. That's cruel luck for Gale, who had a knee reconstruction last year. And now a hamstring today. Ball back out of play. St Kilda leading by 10 points. 7.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Fitzroy have used the handballs in this quarter, but St Kilda have outscored them. Here's Winmar. Diving attempt, no mark. Newport to Grant. Lyon running out of room. Grant, an All-Australian defender last year, playing on the forward line, having been moved in this quarter. 10 more scoring shots for a lead of 10 points, St Kilda. Allen, clever. Oh, and then followed up and did it well. Seacamp, Lyon, back to Wine, up the ground. First gamer is buried, Fleming. Holding the ball. Free kick to Gregg. That's Elliott, not Fleming. Dean Gregg. 18 possessions. Here's Tim Allen. Long to full forward. Low or Lockett? Neither. Devonport again. Skirts around Lynch. Goes back with a hand pass to Lowe. He's kicked 2. This one drops short. Blakey.
John Blakey to bring it out. Inside trails by 10 points. Hugs the boundary line with the kick. Caven was up. Winmar finds it on the ground from 50 metres out. Back towards the kick-off line. Lynch reaching over the top. Got a fist on it. Blakey gets back and rushes it through for a minor score in the crowd, wanting interference on Tony Lockett. Certainly those St Kilda supporters behind the goal down there roaring their disapproval. 11-19, 11-8. But the Lions will finish on the breeze. Lynch, Members side. Allen got a fist on Abbott to punch it away. Socket away by Bowie. And out of bounds it goes. 5.5 minutes remaining till three-quarter time. St Kilda have done very well on the ball, as you can see, through Tim Allen.
That's Allen. He's had a great quarter.
He wins another one. Fletcher, surely held without it. Adrian Fletcher will get the free kick down towards left half forward. His 22nd possession. Lockett wrestles with Lynch. Fisted away by Roos. Frustrating afternoon for Lockett. Well, Baldwin should have let McCormack run on with the ball. Paxman stands up in the tackle. Hand passes, but only as far as Burke. Back to Allen. A very influential player in this third term. Another long bomb. Lockett launches himself. Over the top, the leaper was Paxman, or was it Lynch that time? Lynch had the run, and he got it out of bounds.
Fitzroy defenders have been very disciplined with that double teaming there on both Lockett and Lowe.
Paxman with a big leap. All St.Kilda though. Clark running out of room. Newport. Desperation by Fitzroy. Broderick. And a boundary throw in. 4 1/4 minutes remaining to three-quarter time. St Kilda led by 5 points at half-time. They've stretched that lead to 11 points in this quarter, but once again they've been inaccurate. Here's Ross Lyon. Seacamp been prominent. And they're working it well out of defence. Baldwin. Guard out number 2-1. He's with Morris. Well done by Russell Morris. Looks for Bert. With him is Wielden. And ball out of play. Down towards half forward for the Saints. They lead 11-19 to 11-8.
It's been a terrific game, and it seems it's destined for a big finish. Thrown in. Abbott and Allen. Abbott wins this one. Taken by Fletcher, though. Away to Pekin. Pekin, a very high kick inside the attacking 50, intended for Lowe. Too much carry on it. It runs free behind. Storming up the ground is Lynch. Lost control of it. Fletcher gets it away to Bowie. All the time in the world. 20 metres out. Bowie kicks another goal. That's his third. Very handy one, that. 12-19 to 11-8.
This is terrific nip and tuck football. The standards continued on. And it doesn't take much for a turnover to be credited with a goal either end of the ground very quickly. Richard Osborne wanting to make a change here, asking the runner if he can come down the field a bit, get into the play a bit more. Very, very up in Fitzroy forward line.
Back in the middle, under 3 minutes remaining for the quarter. Allen finds Winmar. Winmar's lost his shadow, and Gale off the ground injured. Seacamp round the corner. Knocked forward by Morris. Goes to Harvey. Harvey, end-on-end kick. Devonport. He's been a problem for the Fitzroy defence. He palms this one out. The hand pass comes up, but is chopped off. Paxman finds Roos. Wielden gets a lucky break. Not a great kick. Guard fumbles. Lyon doesn't. Kick by Lyon. One out is Osborne with Shanahan. And Osborne has gone down hurt off the ball. He's just gone down straight on his haunches. Let's hope that's not too serious. And Fitzroy, uncontested, bring it out of defence.
Newport's got it. Here's Richard Osborne.
Oh, that looks crook. Oh, it's his eye. I think he got one in the eye, he's saying.
Meantime, Morris towards half forward and Lowe. Lowe plays on to Winmar. Suddenly, he looks a new man, goes looking for Lockett. Off hands, behind it's Roos again. He's been tremendous. Had no one to kick it to, though. Allen, close to the boundary line. Still it's Allen. Short passes to Lockett. Oh, great defence by Lynch. He's slung to the ground off the ball by Lockett. And it will come back to Lynch. The crowd greeting a goal there, but it's a free kick long before.
Yeah, Lockett just blatantly slung, pushed, heaved Lynch away from the contest. Richard Osborne's okay. It was a bit of a poke in the eye.
And Lynch showing his speed there to close down Lockett and get a fist on that ball. And as a result, Lockett gave vent to his frustration and gave away the free. Lyon to Broderick. High kick towards the wing. Morris, who's been resolute in this term, got it on the ground. Pekin pumps it back to half forward. Grant the leaper. McCormack away to Baldwin, who boots it out wide. Just over a minute remaining till three-quarter time. Fitzroy would love a late goal. This is Morris. Boots it down towards the pocket. Was there interference to Osborne? Yes, there was, says the umpire. And Osborne, who's already got 5, has got this free about 35 metres from goal.
Possessions for Richard Osborne.
A very important kick, this one, Greg.
So far he's kicked 5 goals, 1. They trail by 17 points. They now trail by 11. And the Saints fans have been howling for free kicks all day for Lockett. Not happy with Osborne getting that one.
There's just something on the chat with the runner there, just suggesting how he'd like that forward line set up as they start with the centre bounce. All the Fitzroy forwards are up on the 50-metre line or toward the centre, leaving the whole area vacant behind them.
11 points the difference then. Fitzroy to finish with the advantage of the breeze. Pert back across his body. Baldwin was in a headlock. McCormack, meantime, goes looking for Morris, but it will come back to Baldwin. Baldwin alongside the centre circle. According to our figures, free kicks level at 21 apiece. The Saints fans would take some convincing. On the forward line, Broderick going nowhere. Seacamp lost it, found it again. 20 metres out, kicks a goal. What a game.
The Saints leading by 5 points at the last change. And Fitzroy coming home with the breeze might have been favoured if most of the scoring hadn't been done into the wind during the game. We pick it up early in the last quarter and there's been no addition to the score.
Surprised they've got the energy after this game. It's been a pulsating affair. Gregg got it to Burke, who kicks inside the 50, and the Saints will get a free. Devonport, who's been a lively forward, interfered with. He's kicked 4 goals just outside the 50. Bit happening off the ball again, Winmar and Morris. Meantime, it's marked on the kick-off line by Lowe.
Just too much strength, controlled that beautifully.
It's remarkable how much scoring has been done at that end. Lowe kicks a goal. That's his 3rd, and the Saints now lead by 11 points.
The goal's been scored at that end because the play's been far more methodical as the players have worked the ball up into the breeze. They've chipped it around and set up the play so forwards and they've set shots through the other end of the ground. The ball's been bombed long, therefore creating less opportunities and more uncertainty.
Abbott and Vidovic, who had a rest in the 3rd quarter, a big charge at him. And it's a Lions free kick quickly taken. And they're off and running again. Broderick to Osborne. Shanahan with him. Guard, can he keep it in? Throw in the forward pocket. And Shanahan giving Richard Osborne plenty of attention. Represented his state Tasmania before he made his debut in the AFL. Caven weaves through, gets boot to ball, smothered. Fletcher puts the kick out wide, Gregg giving chase. Gets a shocking bounce, it comes to Broderick. He bangs it to the goal square. Osborne and Shanahan. And Dwyer rushes the ball out.
So a throw in alongside the behind post. Mick Dwyer, or the Mark Dwyer, 7 games last season. Good to see him back. Wheeldon snaps. It's a goal. Terrific effort. Fitzroy get their 14th. 14-8 to 13-19.
It's been very handy on that forward line, Darren, really. Played Marnie at centre-half forward. Peakins, the player, picking him up after he gave Grant a bit of a run around earlier on. And with his 2nd goal, a very important one.
Margin back to 5 points. We've had 8 or 9 changes of the lead. Abbott wins in the middle. Can Fitzroy get the next touch? Wind over his shoulder. Lyon, good dodging and weaving. Great composure in a tight corner. Oh, McCormack sensational. Then worked out to Seacamp running past. Too long for guard. Mark to Dwyer. Spent most of the day on the bench. Back to Shanahan, up to Pert. Danny Frawley off the ground for the Saints. He's been off since about the first quarter, so it could be a hamstring injury. Burry just inside the boundary line. Mark is paid. Kicked 3 goals, the little rover. Newport just inside the boundary line. McCormack. Sweeping hand pass. Free kick here, and Grant will take the free kick. Given against the first game of Dale Fleming. Fight on behind play here up near centre wing.
Yes, 4 players involved on the wing. It's a very important game, this one. It's been played accordingly. Down goes Lyon. Keeping it in Harvey. Gets the hand pass off to Grant. The emergency umpire is out there restoring order as Grant boots it down towards half forward. Roos battling back here with Devonport, but the boundary line is too near, so a throw in. Paul Roos, 23 possessions this afternoon. Fletcher, 25 for the Saints. Abbott got a hand on it first. It falls to Kickett. Kickett inside the 50, pulls it back. That's a marvellous effort from there. Hit the post. And Lockett wants to go on with it now. So behind. 13-20, plays 14-8. 6 points the difference, and the ball will have to come back. This crowd at fever pitch as it comes back to Broderick, working a little 1-2 there with Lynch. On the outer side, Blakey. Up from right half back. John Blakey on the breeze, goes for distance down towards half forward. Pekin falling back, then was pushed in the back. No free kick. Grant was taken high. He gets it. Grant, chip pass in short. Greg has it. Up towards the centre of the ground. Boots it towards half forward. Winmar. Morris trying to knock away. Winmar claims the mark, and it's paid. Nicky Winmar, who lost his tag 2/3 of the way through the last quarter. Gale tore a hamstring, and Winmar has been a much better player since. Nicky Winmar, some indecision. Lowe offered the lead. He goes across the ground. 2 St Kilda players out there. Morris takes the mark. And he'll kick from right on the 50.
He's run about 100 metres for this one, Russell Morris.
I'm watching Paul Roos, I think.
They have been able to kick goals at that end. Bit of protection from the Heatley stand. Morris taking a long run up. He'll be kicking from about 50. It'll need to be his best shot. Saints lead by 6 points. That's not a bad effort. No, actually, he got the distance all right, but hooked it out of bounds. John Blakey. Umpire's taken a spill for the second time of the day, and it was Tony Lockett this time. Hope he's insured. Roos. Guard offers a wide lead and takes a good mark at half forward. This ball has zipped around the park like a pinball today. It's been unbelievable. Wheeldon can't mark. Newport's there for the Saints. Umpire's going to ball it up about 35 metres from goal.
St Kilda by 6 points. Right on the bounce. Allen, who rucked so well in the third term. Bowie straight to Roos. Standing start from 50. Has it got the carry? No. Shanahan goes back and fists are behind. Less than a goal the difference now. Still stacks of time. One of the standout games of the season, this one. Dwyer towards half-back. Littlebit got a hand on it. Gregg gained about 25 metres. McCormack goes hard at the ball. Fletcher, intelligent hand pass. Will it sit for Pekin? Yes, it does. He needs support. That was lacking. Now Baldwin couldn't control it. Robbed of it by Bowie. Tugs it back towards the pocket. They come from all directions, and a magnificent mark is taken by Lowe. He was least favoured. What a gutsy mark. Stewie Lowe has kicked 3.
deserves to kick a goal here for that effort.
Deep breath. This to make the margin 11 points. It's bending back. Another poster. The second of the term. Well, they've kicked a lot of behinds, as you can see. 13-21 to 14-9. The margin back to 6 points.
Lynch has reached the centre once or twice today. Not this time. Comes to Vidovic. The hand pass forward for Winmar. Kick it. First backwards, then forwards. Devonport's been a top player. Kicked 4 goals. Towed out of there by Baldwin. It sits for Harvey. He slips the tackle of Wine. The hand pass is good to Burke. 53 metres out. He stubbed his toe. Gregg, 25 possessions. Hardly had time to have a look. Blazed away and kicked it behind. Abbott. At the back of the pack, Newport for St Kilda. Hand pass blocked by Wine. Comes to Dwyer. St Kilda players there in numbers. Devonport took the second option to Vidovic. Good running by Dwyer. Inside 50. He thumps for goal. Lockett one out. They got back to help and Lowe comes up to mark.
Well, surely Lockett was held. Doesn't matter much.
That's right. It's worked out, this combination. I thought you got 2 congested with the 2 big fellas on their full forward line. With Allen dropping back as well. 3 talls. It's going in Ken Sheldon's favour.
But probably, Ross, when they start together, they actually run away from each other,
right.
don't they?
They know where they're going. With Lowe on these last 2 occasions, he's just come back into the pack. Done very well.
Stewie Lowe's kicked 3 goals, 4. This from about 5 metres. And I don't know about this one. Up behind. That could be costly in the wash-up. 8 points the margin.
Under 15 minutes to go then. And Lynch. Paxman breaks away towards the outer side. Not a good kick, though. It was behind him. Lowe, so busy in this term to Winmar. Now Allen, forward of the wing. Confronted. Gave it away. Morris on the outer side, twisting and turning. Kept his head. Caven to Roos. No one near him. Has a bounce. Sets it up for Osborne. He was under the ball, fisted away by Shanahan. Newport keeps it in front. Oh, well played. Osborne tracked him down. Newport gets the free. Timely one.
He did well there. He tacked the football, committed himself, took the ball away from the danger zone.
Goes in very short. Morris. David on the mark. Just over 14 minutes remaining. Morris up towards left half back. Taking plenty of time. This one holds up into the breeze. Allen, the leaper, couldn't control it. Blakey going nowhere. Holding the ball, says the umpire.
A low-scoring last quarter. The Saints have kicked 1-4 to Fitzroy's 1-1. Kick it against his old team. Across the ground he goes to Grant. Kicked by Grant for Lowe. Another excellent mark. But he missed one. Missed one from 5 metres. Don't like his chances from 50. That's a lot closer than the other one.
Yeah.
But marked in the goal square. No, not paid. Morris. Wasn't that a mark to Lynch?
Of course. Well, I would have paid it. Alistair Lynch quite rightly asking the question, what do I have to do? I thought the ball was held for a reasonable amount of time.
Ball up in the square. Run out by Lynch. That's justice. Well, now he's gone without it. Winmar! Is that a goal? Yes! Well, how unlucky Alistair Lynch. And the Saints lead by 14 points. Quarter at Prince's Park. St Kilda have added 2 points and Fitzroy won. 9 minutes remaining. Lynch near the centre circle for Roos. Guard number 6. Oh, kick in danger there by Vidovic, not paid. Comes to Allen, he goes for a bounce. Turns Baldwin inside out. Kick it. Can't break the tackle. Lucky. It comes to Burke. Open goal. He kicks it. First score of the day for Nathan Burke. Is that a winning break for the Saints?
Perhaps a bit early for Nicky Winmar to be celebrating, but obviously they've lifted their spirits enormously. Winmar has been one of those players responsible for that lift. Robert Harvey looks like he's a bit of trouble with a hand there, perhaps a finger dislocated. It's getting looked at by the doctor. Yeah, it looks pretty sore. Fitzroy still a chance.
You just get the feeling, though, Ross, that the Saints wanted a bit more, don't they? In those packs, they're going at the ball a little bit harder, and that's a really harsh criticism, given the nature of this game. It's been a terrific game. You couldn't fault Fitzroy. They gave themselves a chance with those late goals in the third quarter. But just now, St Kilda are working a little bit harder, maybe a little bit fitter. Vidovic goes up, thumps it about 15 metres, kick it against the flow, did brilliantly. Goes looking for low. Gathered it superbly to Pert. Can he get another one 25 metres out? Yes, he can. Burke, who celebrated his 100th game last Saturday against Hawthorn, celebrates his second goal in a minute this afternoon. 16-25 to 14-10.
I can tell you, that's a freak gather by Pete Stewie Lowe. Fellow of his size to cover at the footy. It's a low trajectory pass and pick it up almost in the half volley, and to give it off so expertly to Burke. Great skillful football.
St Kilda winning the hit-outs 37-18. Abbott's gone all day, and Vidovic had a rest in the third quarter. He's come back fresh, and they're getting it out of the middle every time, the Saints. Blakey, hand pass for Wine. Wine's shot for goal is good. Maybe the Lions are still alive.
He's been very good today, Jim Wine. He's kept Robert Harvey very quiet. Picked up 23 possessions himself. And kept Harvey down to 14.
So the margin 21 points, just over 7.5 minutes remaining. Getting pretty cold and overcast here at Princes Park. Lyon. Now Roos towards half forward goes the kick. Unkind bounce there for Osborne. Dwyer overran it. This is Fleming. Feeds it out, intended for Roos. Clever use of the body, but he couldn't rake it in. Morris to Pekin. And now Dwyer. And Saints again showing poise. Dwyer towards the outer side. Winmar lets it bounce and gets it across the boundary line. Throw it in, says the umpire. Nicky's got cramp. Maybe not. Maybe he took a kick on the ankle. In any case, he's not too happy. Thrown in with Caven in front. Vidovic again decisively. Down to Gregg, who pulls it back. Storming up the ground is Lowe. Got a bad bounce. Abbott. Paxman's hand pass not particularly good. Seacamp in trouble. Lowe picked his pocket. Away it comes to Harvey. Support from Fletcher to kick it. Ran into a dead end. Ball spills back to Burke. Burke's running amok on the forward line. Standing start down towards the kick-off line. Drifting in front of Lockett and Lynch. There was Paxman.
He goes towards the outer side. Blakey. 21 points the margin. 4 goals with the breeze can win it for Fitzroy. Up towards centre half forward. There's 6 minutes remaining, and there's a push in the back to Wheeldon. And Doc Wheeldon's about 60 metres out from goal. He tries to use the breeze. That's a very high kick. McCormack half a chance. Oh, taking a big break. Don't tell me. Oh. I think Shanahan, yes, he touched it right on the line. Pick him for Australia.
You said it wasn't a good kick. 20 points the difference. Under 6 minutes remaining. Morris. Winmar.
Just carried off. Possibly a hamstring. It might be that ankle.
And Bowie, is it? He came back on. So Bowie may not be 100% either, because he played a great game until he left the ground. I would imagine there may have been something wrong with him. cramp at the least. He's back out there now. Meantime, Caven goes goalward and kicks a magnificent goal. The Lions will not lie down. 16-11, 16-25, and still plenty of time if Fitzroy are good enough.
There's a bit of quality about this fellow. It's a very, very good goal. Had a hand injury after the first couple of games last year. Came back and played the last 6. And he's certainly someone that Fitzroy can build a future on, particularly around that centre-half, half-forward area. Very clever.
Well, a magnificent game of football, and we're going to get right down to the wire. Lyon just charged through then and will take a free kick. That's trademark Ross Lyon. Wide for Osborne. Morris. Boundary line's his friend there. 17 possessions for Russell Morris. Fitzroy still going right at the Saints. Caven up high. This comes down to Broderick. Over the head of Osborne and through for a behind.
Stewie Lowe's been brought right down. He's going onto the ball now with a bit of it going back to the full forward area.
Just over 4.5 minutes remaining. 21 possessions to Paul Broderick. Kicking that last behind. Now Russell Morris goes short, and why not? Low the target. Terrific final turn from Stewie Lowe. Pops it up in the Pekin direction. Burke, well played, kept it in. Guard collides with Fletcher, and the ball goes across the boundary line.
It's amazing they're still going like this at this end of the game, because it's just been on all day, hasn't it?
Certainly has. Lyon to the voice. Wind. 50 metres out. Pulls it back. Awkward bounce down there. Fleming was beaten by it. So was Shanahan and Osborne, but not Lowe. Gets it away to support. The kick comes from Fletcher across the ground. A magnificent mark is held by Baldwin.
Not paid. Did you believe that?
You're kidding.
Oh, goodness me. You'd pay the effort alone.
Baldwin can't believe it.
He's not on his own there.
3.5 minutes remaining. Allen a big punch. Elliott for Fitzroy. Kick it, charge straight at him. Feet flying. Umpire calls for it and will ball it up. St Kilda have won 2 out of their 4. Fitzroy 2 out of their 3. It looks like the Saints at the moment, but you couldn't discount the Lions yet. Fletcher loses it. Allen, umpire said Fletcher grabbed when he didn't have it. Interesting. And he gets the free kick. Danny Frawley, the Saints skipper, off the ground. Nicky Winmar off the ground. They're finishing with less than the full complement. One hand not enough, Paxman. Vidovic in the direction of Lockett. He's nudged out of it by Lynch. He can start something here, Alistair Lynch. He's got Blakey. Great mark on the run. Long kick. He just blazed away, didn't look. Oh, Pekin. Great mark.
A timely 1-2. Pops it out to Dwyer. Dwyer goes down towards half forward. Missed by Bowie. Now he's in trouble. Could have almost been holding the ball. Morris over the ball. Tackled by Morris. Down goes Blakey. Dwyer on his knees. Shovels it out. Bowie's got the run of it. Good shepherd from Clark. This is Gregg. Look away handball was fine. It came to kick it. Kick it goes Goldwood. And he's missed. Not by much. 16-26 to 16-12. It would seem now that the Saints are home. Just over 2 minutes remaining and the clock continues to run. Caven was up, scrambling after it, Allen. Paxman went off the ground, tracks it out towards the boundary with Harvey. Keeping it in, Burke. He's played a very good last quarter, goes down towards half forward, fisted away by Elliott from Devonport. Down goes Allen once more, tackled by Guard, crashing in his wind. Devonport thought about keeping it in and then thought, why should I? Rye smiles all round. And we'll have a throw in. Have you heard the one about
suppose when you consider all the scoring shots they've had and missed, Saints would be unlucky to lose it. Lockett! Been kept pretty quiet. That's just his 5th mark for the day. He's had only 6 kicks and 2 goals. The margin is 14 points. And with just over a minute remaining, the Saints will win it. No disgrace for Fitzroy to lose it. It's been a great game of football.
Well, they've played today like two sides who want to go places, Drew, haven't they?
Yep. Tony Lockett from 35 metres. Steers that one in, I think. A goal.
Today's game is part of the Carlton and United Breweries 1992 AFL Premiership season.
It was a terrific game of football. Eventually, St Kilda 17-26, defeating Fitzroy 16 goals 12. For the Saints, Devonport kicked 4, Lockett, Bowie and Lowe each kicked 3, and for Fitzroy, Osborne kicked 6 goals.
Park, St Kilda won a high-standard contest against Fitzroy. The Lions started brilliantly against the wind, with Osborne booting 4 of their 5 goals. But it was the Saints' work against the breeze in the second and last quarters which won them the match. Drew Moffat reports.
St Kilda had no hesitation in kicking with the wind, and Devonport gave them a flying start. The big hands Lowe were busy early, but after kicking his first, he started a stream of behinds. At one stage, the Saints had kicked 3 goals 7. By contrast, Fitzroy through Osborne booted 4 quick goals.
Now he settles, goes goalward and gets his 3rd.
It wasn't until midway through the second term that Tony Lockett kicked his first, but in just a couple of minutes, he'd reshaped the game. Lockett! Winmar's goal on the run gave the Saints a slender 5-point half-time lead. That position changed dramatically, with Fitzroy kicking 3 goals in 5 minutes.
25 metres out from goal.
It was then St Kilda's turn to pile on the goals. Bowie bouncing one through, and Devonport's 4th was a miraculous snap.
That's the impossible goal.
Osborne attempted to rally his side with his 6th, but the Saints had other ideas. Lowe goaling to give them an 11-point early lead in the last quarter, and then floating across the pack to mark superbly. Pert kicked 2 goals within minutes to end Fitzroy's hopes. Lockett's 3rd giving St Kilda a 20-point victory. Drew Moffat, 7 Nightly News.